Good morning, beekeeps. Welcome to sunny Florida, the land of the Ron DeSantis free. Got a smudgy face this morning. There, how do you feel about that? Oh yeah, you're looking a lot better. A lot better. What's in our inventory, guys? I've ate up. Well, I'm looking around, and I found this yesterday. I went and quickly made another box. I had 4 more virgins I had to get in. And then I stumbled across this thing sitting over there. Wow. I'm glad my head's screwed on tight, guys, because I don't want to be like Joe. But I've got some mixed stuff. I'm trying to get rid of it, but it just keeps jumping up in my face. And it's these doggone little mediums. These 5-frame mediums. Yeah. So let's go around here right quick. Let's go around here right quick, take an inventory, see what we have. I want to make we're between new moon and full moon right now. Okay, new moon and full moon, and for me, that's when I really like to make up walkaways. All right, I've ate up all of my virgins. Okay, I got a bunch of nukes cooking. These are going to be some good girls too. But I've got, look at here, I got a medium stuffed in there. There's a medium here. There's a medium downstairs over there. What have I got over here? I think I got one around the corner here. There's a couple baby girls, virgies I put in yesterday. There's not a lot of resources on them, but you don't really need to get a queen mated. Most of these guys with a mini are putting them on a couple bees inside one of the mini boxes. It's plenty warm here. I got this one here. Okay, so yeah. So I'm going to split these. I'm going to go in and see what these resources are. I'm going to split these puppies. Yeah, I'm going to do some walkaways. And I really don't care if I find the queen or not. If I find her, cool. I'll leave her there and haul away the split, and I'll screen them, and we'll shut them down for 3 days. Open them on the 3rd morning. I got all these baby girls here lined up. Look at that. Isn't that nice? I got everything recorded on top, so we know what the heck we're doing. What date I added. See, 421. 421, add V, virgin, open Monday. Today's Sunday. Tomorrow morning I got a little dental pick. I come out here and I hook that screen, I pull it up. And I'm going to come out here with my paint too today and dauber them up. Put a little different look on them. I had some duct tape. I threw a couple strips across there, just something different, you know. But yeah, I've got all these girls going here. Make sure you switch your nukes, guys. Put one way, one the other, so forth and so on. You don't want these queens all coming back all confused. So yeah, I put pints too. That's what I'm gonna start doing also on all my little baby starter nukes. I'm gonna put pints on. That's another indicator of what I'm doing here. See, once they switch, we got a laying queen and is getting it on hard, hitting it hard. We're putting quartz on, and they're drinking like crazy. You just seen that big bubble come up? These things are drinking like they're freaking drunk. Look at them. Isn't that a beautiful sight? All right, let's get my head net on. I want to show you this head net too. What I came up with, one of my latest little deals. You might like it. Yeah, my ant motes. Actually, this is we got to give credit where credit's due here. Martin came up with this, with these cans, the moat cans. There they are up under there, if you can see them. Got 4 of them on there. And yeah, the bees are hungry. Look at them coming in, checking out the nozzle on it. But haven't had any ants come in. Now they will come down this line, but I wrapped that with a rag and soaked it with Raid Ants and Roach Killer. And here's something I've been doing. I'm going to start doing for a little bit when I'm mixing up my sugar water. And you don't seem to get the look at this little girl here sucking. Give it to me, Steve-O, give it to me. Yeah, I got a little wintergreen here. Little Now brand wintergreen, 100% pure wintergreen. And I got some tea tree. Actually went out there online and found some food grade tea tree essential oil. Not much. I don't put much in here at all. Just a few drops. This stuff is strong. But the algae and mold, yeast, fungus, or whatever, and I think it's great for the hive too. The bees are loving it. I've got a couple in there, but I think they were up on the pump. Boy, I can smell that stuff in there. I just put a few drops of each. Oh man, is it strong smelling in here, guys. Smells good, actually. It really smells good. And the bees love it. They suck it right up. And it's good to keep down mold, yeast, fungus, and whatnot, and heebie-jeebies and cooties in the beehive. We don't want cooties in the beehive. I was wearing this sombrero-looking thing, fishing hat, and it had holes all around the top, you see. And it's quite large. But then I was at Lowe's yesterday getting some goodies, because my truck is still in a repair shop. So anyway, my veil is in there, and I didn't want to put on my big heavy monkey suit for just work making up small nukes and stuff. You don't need it. So look what I found at Lowe's. They had a bunch of these. They ain't cheap. It was $19.99. I think that's real close to $20, isn't it? Yeah, but it's all closed up. Bee can't get in. I mean, there's some little bitty holes here, but they can't get in it. I thought about taking one of these guys, and I don't know about doing the top. I guess I could do the top too, also, but paint polyester resin on here, fiberglass resin on this hat. You know, of course you'd want to remove the netting, obviously, but yeah, I may do that one day just as an experiment. And that thing would be, that would be like a freaking helmet once you got that on. I don't know. We'll see. I've ordered some buttons too. Keeper buttons. That's the other thing. I only had one keeper button. That's that little button you push, you know. It's like a little barrel, a black barrel, and you push it. And the hole opens up and you can shove your lines through it. I love that thing, and it's on my other net. So here I just been tying a loop. I pass it through. I rig these differently. You'll see I put a long tag here on the back end. This is the back of the thing. And on the front, I put a loop. That's the way I do mine. Most guys just wrap it around you. Well, that sucks. It always rides up on you. And I leave my net open big like this. Because what happens, you pull these lines around the back side of you, then you come over into your first loop on one side, you come up, and you come through this loop, right? Then you let that hang. You grab your other leg back there, this other leg, come around your back, pass it through this loop, come up, and you don't come through this loop. You just tie a shoestring knot right here. And all this extra line dangling, shove it in your pocket here. And that works really good. I was running this yesterday, and I just took the extra line and pulled it up on the back side of the hat and just get it out of my way. I don't need it on, so yeah. So that's that, and Martin, thank you very much for the, Martin actually gave me the platform and the 4, he had the cans rigged up and everything. So they're all under there, full of motor oil. There's my extra motor oil right there. I got to get some from my mechanic, because I got a few more stands I got to rig up. Okay, let's get the smoker fired up and make some nukes. I got to take Miss Daisy to, she wants some Italian today, so I got to take my Italian to the Italian restaurant to feed her face, okay? So I got to get the bee work done, and then we'll go do the honeydews. Okay, guys, I've just been playing around here and trying to figure out what I could do to make up utilizing all these boxes sitting here doing nothing, right? Doing nothingness. This is not a bad way to go. I did this on another deal where I was making a box, but this, I got a little hole here, very simple. I think I'm going to rig up more like this. I took an old top. Here's an old pile of old tops, and I put 2 screws. I put a screw down here. It had a feeder hole, so I zapped that in. There's plenty of clearance, by the way, for this frame. I just checked it. I'm not hitting on those 2 screws down there, so that's cool. That is cool. This also had another screen in it. We're just leaving it like it is. That's fine. But yeah, here's this. And I'm setting them on rails so that plug won't interfere with nothing. All right. So yeah, this is just a quickie. Why not, right? Guys, you take this material and utilize it, because you're not making any money with dead boxes sitting here. So let's fill them with bees, right? And we're going to put one of our famous brand new backer board lids on there. Now these are made for the beefy beehive. They're 8.5, but that 8.5 works out quite nicely on a day dent. And you've got a little overlap here, no big deal. Just leave it, right? So yeah, I'm gonna rig up, get all this together first before I dive into the beehives, obviously. We want all our ducks in a row. And let's see what I can make up. If I can steal out a bunch of resources and just fill them up with planes, put them in here. You only need 3 frames, if that. You can get away with 2 frames. You're dropping a virgin, but we're doing walkaway. So what I want here is one about solid seal brood, right? Another one about solid seal brood with some eggs, right? We'll put a food in here and 2 planes. That will make a beautiful walkaway split. We'll drop this lid on here. We'll fill it out with frames. Drop this lid on here. We'll write on the top today's date. All right. And we'll know then. I'll just put a month from now on the date on here, not the day I make it up. I'll put the month up. I'll put check 5. Today's what? April what? Today is April 23. So we will put check 523 on this lid. We're going to leave this door shut right here. And it's going to be a weak nuke, so I'm going to just close it down really, really tight like that. Just till I got bee space. I don't want a big blowed out hole here to get robbed out. These things are vulnerable to rob out. So be thinking of that. But here's a nice simple little quick trick. You can utilize a bunch of junk stuff you got and get you a bunch of queen's bread. Once you get this queen bread, right, you can steal her, go to your big colonies, rob out resources there, put them in lockdown for 3 days, and then add this queen to that hive and get that blowed out and full size, you know, in 3 weeks after you get your queen in there. In 20 some days, you're going to have that thing blown out with bees in that other hive, and then just let them do another walkaway on this. Leave enough resource in here and let them do a walkaway. All the resources will be here, by the way, because you're just stealing the queen out of here. That's all you're doing. You're stealing the queen out of there. You're going to make them other, your starters, queenless, for at least 24 hours, and then come back and install this laying queen in there with sugar water. Spritz them with sugar water and let her run in there. They'll be crying for a queen. They'll accept her. That way you can just keep these little hives cooking. Just let them keep cooking. Let this new queen come on. If she fails, no big deal. You can combine it with another one. Yeah, you'll get 80% on this if you do it the way I'm telling you to. New moon to full moon. Yeah. So that's what old Steve-O's up to today. Let me get after it. Okay guys, I changed it up a little bit. I'm throwing these solid tops on for bottoms, and then I was screwing a plug in there, and I said, no, let's have a breather hole here. Yeah. And what I did on this one, I changed it up a little. I drilled a 1/2-inch hole with a paddle blade. You don't need much hole on these things, guys. You don't have to have it on the end. You can have it in the middle if you want to. I just threw this one on the end. And what I did is cut it in the center with my tin snips. And a little slice here, a little slice here. But don't pull that up just yet until your 3-day hold down, lockdown, because once you pry it up, it's hard to come back. And anyway, so yeah, I had to. Well, I wounded myself good the other day. There was a branch in the way over that Katuk. A Katuk branch was coming out and just kept getting in my face. I just grabbed that sucker and snapped it, and it was brittle. And that thing laid me open. It peeled back 1/2-inch wide flap of skin. And I had a couple choice words for that Katuk plant, yeah. Anyway, I haven't even opened the beehive yet. I'm sitting here leaking all over me. Leaking all over. I got another little wound there leaking. It happens, it happens. But anyway, so I just rigged up another one here. Utilizing this old junk, you know. Use up your junk, guys, if anywhere you can. Yeah. For sure. This one here happens to have that little door on it. We'll utilize that. But yeah, this screen on here is kind of a permanent thing, so we'll just leave that like it is. So I got a couple rigged. I best may knock out these two for today, and because I'm fooling around out here too long. I'm not on a tight schedule, guys, you know. Today is Sunday, but you know, every day Sunday for Steve-O, okay? Every day, all right? When you're at base camp in Steve's wonderful bee yard world, every day's Sunday. All right, let's get these loaded with bees. And tomorrow I'll come back, knock out a couple more, or maybe 3 more, or maybe 4 more, or 5 more, however energetic we get. Yeah. How do you like my new bee hat, guys? Huh? Granted, it's light. This is light. This is a date amp. I think this is a date amp veil here. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah. It's got a... Yeah. See how I did it? I came around the back. The lines come around the back. You attach it in the back, and then you come around, you come through this loop. And this just one leg. I'm right-handed. I come through this one, up through here. I bring my other leg around, come through this loop, and then I just make a bow tie. And I shove all this extra line in there. This is 1/8 inch. I picked it up at Harbor or Lowe's yesterday. I think I'm gonna run a little beeswax on it. It's too, I don't know, what do you call it? Fluffy. I'm gonna tighten it up with just a little beeswax to give it a little tension, you know what I mean? You know what I mean, Jelly Bean? All right, let's get into a beehive over here. Got some honey and pollen with this one. Not many bees up top at all. Here's another one, pollen. We're going to drop honey and pollen. We're going to drop that into another hive. Here's another one loaded with pollen. Perfect. We'll save that tomorrow for another hive. So I had a questionable thing on this downstairs. I got a queen. I'm not sure that she's doing her thing yet or not downstairs. But anyway, I got that one to go into. And we got this one to go into also to rob out some more goodies. See, here's a pretty good frame here. So we'll steal this. There's some young larvae out here, but it's a little old to make a queen with. So I need to find a frame that's got some eggs in it. So we'll load this one up. We got a food frame in here, see? We have our food frame. Let's put this one in. Keep them covered up as you go. Keep them covered back up. If I can't find any eggs here on these resources, we will move on, you know. We'll move on. We'll close this. We'll fill it back up and let them fatten up these disposition on this hive's pretty nice. Let me set this camera down. I gotta see if I can find an egg here. I think there's eggs on this one. I hate these yellow combs, guys. I really do, because it's just hard to pick out an egg in there. We want to look this over. Obviously, we don't need to steal the queen out of here. She's running around here, kind of defeating the purpose, right? We're trying to make more queens and we're stealing queens? No. The brood looks healthy here. I gotta go get my pin light, guys, to really look. Sometimes I can see it better with my pin light. I'll be back. Okay, guys, I went into the grafting shack and played peekaboo, and I do have some nice graftable larvae on here, so that's going to be good. I'm going to put it right next to this other brood. I'm going to load it up with we've got all our goodies. We got all our components in here. Everything in life they should need. They have food. They have brood. All they need now is Steve-O's loving care. Okay, that's it. That's it. I'm going to write the date. I've got the whole, this entrance here, there's a virgin in this. Yeah, there's a virgin in here. So I turned this front over here. But this is going to be opened tomorrow. And I'm going to give this 3 days, so we'll open this thing today, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. We'll open this one on Wednesday. Okay. All right, this frame came out of a martin hive over here, and she just started laying. I haven't found her on here. If she's on here, I'm going to put her back in that hive over there, but we got the perfect size larva in here. Big old black drones wandering around in here. Perfect size larva. This all stages. Little ring of honey at the top. Nice little frame for making a walkaway split. I don't see the queen, so this is good. We can throw this in our walkaway here and get over here in the sunlight, if I can find some sunlight. The clouds keep, pretty windy day today. The clouds are moving fast. I don't see her. This one's going in. I'm going to try to steal one more. I'm going to try to steal one more to complete this nuke. So far we've only made 2 here, but the resources, I didn't have what I thought I'd have. I thought that would be blowed out, and that one, and it wasn't. These are all new girls in here, and they haven't really kicked in high gear yet. So anyway, I'm using up what I can. I put empties back in, keep full feed on them. They'll blow these out. These queens, when they get cranking, are going to load these with resources, and we're going to be in good shape. Alrighty, guys. I robbed one out of there, really good one for this hive. So it's got all the essentials, everything it needs. All we need to do is put a date on it, come back here in 30 days, and see if we got a success story. Yeah, I got to come in Wednesday and open that little side flap right there. Wednesday morning. I got 2 to do Wednesday. Sometimes I put it on my phone so I don't forget. I'll put an alert on my phone. And yeah, so all I got to do now is put a jar of syrup on them, 1-to-1, and keep the 1-to-1 pumping, and these girls will keep on humping. See you soon, guys. Bye bye.